stream doesn't fuck up or anything. But here we go. We got. I like this server a lot. The Civil War server. Yellowstone is okay. I mean, the map, they did some kind of update, and the frames are just ass. I cannot stand Arma just for that very reason. Okay, every time I play Arma, yes, I get it, it's modded, bro. But some of this shit, some of the mods on here that seem like shit that should be already introduced in the game into like in a way that it shouldn't affect the performance. With that being said, that shit pisses me off every time I play an armor server, a modded armor server or whatever, and the fucking frames are just fucking atrocious every time I load it. It can be this server, it can be some kind of WCS server. Like these are the servers that I have that I like. Okay, the JSOC servers, I like the JSOC server. There's a lot of it's fun, interesting guys on there. Um, OPR Fargo, which is the one we're about to play. I like the OPR Fargo maps. Um, Probably gonna have to sit in a queue, which is kind of shitty. I don't want to do that, but I'm probably gonna have to. Um, I don't think I played this one. I don't think I want to though. Either way, that's pretty good. Armor Dudes is okay. It's it's something like if you don't want a lot of mods, but you want some mods, some kind of like modern server. This is what this is good for. The Bush War server is pretty good. Um, it's pretty immersive. It's different. It's definitely a Bush War, Cold War type of thing. This right here, this Alpine Spear Milsim, I don't really. It's not really. Actually, I don't even know why I have that favorite. I played it and it's just not that good, to be honest. The guys on there, I feel like if they want to give you orders, but the thing is with that is I'm fine with taking orders from somebody who wants to actually immerse and keep everybody immersed in the server. But whenever you're making a server like that, you have to make it private. You can't. You have to have some type of way to where you can vet the people before they actually can do anything. You can't just expect randoms to join your server and to listen to whatever you fucking tell them to do. You can't just expect that, especially whenever you have a born bland plot behind what you're trying to do and trying to accomplish, right? Because if I'm sitting up here looking at an open space that we're not covering, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go over there, but then you and then I push over there, and when I push over there, you kill me because you quote unquote didn't tell anybody to push up. That's ridiculous. I'm a random. I don't know no better. All I'm trying to do is just push up and actually get some kills rather than have you mortar the same fucking spot for 20 minutes. You know what I mean? And you don't want to openly communicate that. You just want people to assume and guess that that's what you're doing. So like that's the thing that I'm kind of like I don't like about those type of servers. I like the fact that they're trying to get people to be uh more what is it they're trying to get people to what's the word I'm looking for, to kind of to, I guess, work together. It's not the word I'm looking for, but they're trying to get people to work together and to really just play the game together rather than you go off and do your thing and I'm gonna go off and do my thing. That's the kind of idea that I have, and I respect that. But they cannot expect randoms to just join and then do that. Again, I'm a random. If I randomly join any other any uh uh any other of one of these servers right here, uh there's nobody that's going to tell me that I can't do that and I can't do this, right? The fact that this server is very small, you can see that it's only 32 people max in this server. It's only 12 people in there now. Most of those people, they know each other. They probably in the same Discord or the same party together, right? So the fact that this server is open to the public is kind of crazy to me, right? But I get it. They're trying to get people. They're trying to get their server populated. But you can't expect randoms to just go with whatever you're trying to do without you know communicating. Because there were some times where I was trying to communicate with them. Jesus Christ, I was trying to communicate with them and tell them that there's some there's some hostiles in the tree line or whatever, and I didn't even get a response. So I'm like, okay, well, if I'm communicating and you're not reciprocating that or trying to tell me that, I hear you or working on it or don't push over there, that is a completely different other thing rather than just saying, okay, yeah, we're gonna kill this guy because he didn't push with us or he didn't stay with us. I'm a fucking random. You know what I mean? Like, well, what do you expect somebody to do, right? Whenever the server is public. But anyway, um, this one I need to try this one as well. There's nobody in it. Phoenix Tactical. That's a German server. It's pretty cool. They got some cool stuff on there. I wouldn't say it's better than OPR Fargo servers. But anyway, you got this one. The Swiss Arma community, which is a good server. Just not a lot of people on that server. They have a lot of unique guns on there. Again, it's just not a lot of people on there. Um, I don't know. I haven't seen anybody on there in probably like 3 or 4 months, maybe longer than that. But anyway, obviously this right here, the Jet Flight School. I don't know what I have to do to join this. I don't know if I need to go to that website. Maybe I don't know, but it's a European server, so I don't know if I have to get whitelisted. I don't know what I have to do. But anyway, um, these are pretty much all the servers that I enjoy that I found that are pretty good. There's some other ones that I don't see on here for some reason, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and see if we can jump into this server. It's full right now, but we're gonna see if we can how long it's gonna take. If it takes a long time, I'm probably just not even gonna worry about it and just get off for the night. Got a little bit of a long day tomorrow. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, guys. So tomorrow I'm gonna be gone for a little minute. Like I said, I got what I got planned. Let's give y'all a little update, or give myself an update, or whoever's watching. As of today, which is I'm pretty sure the last day of April. I'm pretty sure, right? April 30th. Okay, April 30th. It's April 30th today on the Thursday. So as of today, what's going on with me is trying to go to fire school, right? Um, so I'm trying to go through all my classes, trying to get hired on, and trying to go through, I'm trying to, my goal for the rescue career is I'm trying to go to heavy rescue or some type of rescue technician, maybe some kind of wildfire, uh, officer or something like that, hazmat, airport, something like that. I'm very interested in doing that. Um, Hopefully after that, I can probably move on. Hopefully, if I move to some other country, I can get with their military and become a firefighter in the military, like a military firefighter or something like that. Hopefully, I could do like that. Like a PJ. Something along those lines. Search and rescue. Something along those lines. Security, gunsmithing. Gun design. That's the goal. That's the big idea. Obviously that's later on down the line, but as of right now, today, April 30th, had a recent birthday. I'm turned 23, so I plan on doing that. That's kind of on the back burner right now, so it's gonna be a process of me getting on board with the firefighting thing. But that's gonna be very fun and informative. I'm gonna learn from it. I can't wait to meet people and mingle around and network and all of that type of thing. But beyond that, trying to get with some more people to train with as far as uh, like weapons training, weapons handling, um, met like TCCC classes as far as like going about it myself. So I'm trying to find people around me locally who I can get with to train with. So tomorrow, which is a Friday, I'm pretty sure, um, I'm going to be down my family's house, going to do some work for them. And then the following day, Saturday, I'm going to meet with somebody. I'm going to meet with somebody to shoot with, so I can kind of like a meet and greet. Just not really going to do too much training wise. We're just pretty much going to just do a little bit of long range shooting, um, a little bit of just just warming up, getting the guns warmed up again. It's getting a warm up, getting a feel for each other and everything like that. So that's one thing. So again, I could pick up another asset for the family, and I'm all about being an asset to others. If I can utilize somebody, I would want somebody to utilize me um as well. So that's the idea, is kind of like, going out, kind of like networking. So hopefully, we're gonna shoot a few rounds. Hopefully it's not a bunch of ammo, that we're gonna fucking fucking shoot like fucking 500 rounds or something. That's some kind of absurd, kind of crazy amount. Because if that's the case, I would hope we're really getting some good fundamentals down pat, right? But so yeah, that's Saturday. Then moving forward from that, again, I have to get some more gear, some more turnout gear, and some more things that I want to get for my chest rig, and some more things that I was planning on getting as far as like a Mark, like I said, I want to get my Mark 12 build, but I don't know if I want to get my workshop set up and started before I do my Mark 12. Ideally, I would want to have my workshop set up before I get my Mark 12, but that's a whole nother plethora of different tools and machines and stuff that I would need, not necessarily for the Mark 12, but for my workshop. So I want to get that set up ideally before I even do my Mark 12, but I want to get my training on my Mark 12 now before I do any more training with my general purpose rifle, because I mean obviously it's a general purpose rifle, you don't really need to know any other fundamentals other rather than just weapons handling and just handling the weapon for what it is. When you have a long range rifle, there's a whole other skill set involved in learning that weapon system alone. As far as knowing your optic, that's one thing, right? Knowing the capabilities of the rifle, right? Knowing all of the ins and outs of it and everything like that. So just getting used to the a different platform. Like I said, I want to get used to that platform because that would be the main platform that I would train off of, and it would be an 18-inch Mark 12 with a suppressor with everything. So that again, that's a whole process of even getting a suppressor now. So I don't know when that's going to be a reality, but again, that's something that I'm shooting for. Just like I'm shooting for everything else that I just mentioned, right? So the Mark 12 is definitely in the works. The workshop and the gun design is definitely in the works. Um, I mean that's not the only thing. That's not it. But I mean, as far as like what I can think of right now, that's pretty much what I got going on for the weekend. Is a lot of fire training and um a lot of T-Triple-C training and networking and trying to just trying to put myself out there. So yeah, so Saturday I will be training. Um, hell, I might even go in the woods tomorrow for like a very short, brief FTX or ruck march. But Saturday I definitely will be doing some weapons training with somebody that I don't really know. So that's one thing. Um, uh, Man, it's taking a long time loading in, man. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got going on, man. I mean, I'll probably be away probably for I don't know, probably be away probably for like a maybe a week, maybe a little less than a week, maybe like 5 or so days, starting tomorrow. So I'll probably be back around I'll probably say maybe Wednesday or Thursday of next week, right? Um, because I'll be gone. Let's see, tomorrow's Friday, so I'll be gone Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So yeah, about like Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, I should be back. Um, yeah. So that seems about a good. That seems about right. It seems like a good date to bounce back. But yeah. Um, but yeah, I say all that to say this. Again, doing these gaming streams is not going to be the only thing on my channel. I'm just doing this to kind of supplement everything that I've been missing out on. Plus I've been meaning to do more live streams and putting more videos on my channel anyway. So so tomorrow I'm probably gonna get a little bit of footage and I'm going to probably compile. I always say this. I'm probably going to compile all of the footage and the pictures and everything that I've been taking over the last however many months or whatever. Compile that into one video and make a video from there. But there's some things that I didn't post a year or 2 years ago. That I've been meaning to post. I just never did because I don't know. Sometimes I'll be thinking, it's a little cringy making the edits and everything, and it is. But again, it's not for anybody's entertainment. It's really just for me to look back on it. If I look back on it and if it puts a smile or a cringe or a laugh, then it's a W for me. It's not really a big deal, um, because again, it's something that I just been playing around with. Again, I'm not making these videos for nobody but myself, to be honest. And so it's not a huge deal. However, the videos turn out, I'm just making them just to make them. And again, the point is getting across to me. It's not getting across to anybody else, or at least it shouldn't get across to anybody else. It's just a fun video that I be making. I go to the range, film a little bit, post it. People talk about why you wearing full kit or why you doing it, whatever. That's y'all opinion. That's y'all prerogative. Y'all should not. Again, I'm open to it. Once I put myself out there, put myself out there for criticism, and I'm open to that. But again, I'm not going to take heed of what people are saying as far as like the way they critique my lifestyle, because I know what I'm doing right for myself. That's what people need to start worrying about more is, do you know what you're doing for yourself? And if that's your prerogative, you need to keep your prerogative to yourself and not trying to spill it out to somebody else on their platform. Now that's your prerogative. If you want to comment and say nasty things or say crazy things to somebody, and then if somebody snaps back at you and calls you a nigger or calls you a Jew, a dirty Jew, or something like that, people feel offended. So it's kind of like you can't have these double standards whenever you feel like you can open your mouth about somebody and then feel some type of way whenever they open their mouth about you. So it's kind of like you can't have these double standards. But like I said, I'm putting myself out there. I'm open to the criticism, but people have to watch their mouth and give respect when respect is due, and then this respect um will be reciprocated. So there's no love lost in that topic. But like I said, I'm probably gonna film a little bit Saturday. I might film a little bit tomorrow. I honestly haven't did a ruck. I haven't filmed a ruck in like a while because I mean honestly it's nothing really to see. Like I mean I'm just walking around in the woods. There's nothing really interesting. Like, it's not like I'm going to like a national forest doing it. I'm just walking around technically in the backyard. So it's not really much to kind of get into. It's pretty much the same thing, the same stuff that I've already seen before. It's not like I'm going on some type of urban exploration expedition or something, which is really cool. I really want to do that. I really want to get into the urban exploration. But again, I don't really have a route to go for that. Like I don't really have a certain spot that I can just go to that I've never been before and look around a fucking abandoned building or something like that, without actually seeming it being obvious. Cause like there's a few abandoned buildings that I know about, but those abandoned buildings are like somewhat occupied legally. So like I don't want to step into like somebody's house damn near and then like that's pretty much I don't want to do that. But if it's like a complete abandoned building that literally nobody really gives a fuck about, yeah, but the ones I know about personally, they're kind of like have occupied or people lights on like half of the building, and then on the other half of the building it's probably like nobody's been in there for like 10 20 30 years or whatever. But what is going on with this server, man? We've been in this live stream for 35 minutes and we've yet to get into this game. So I'm gonna have to restart my application, hopefully, or maybe, and hopefully it'll damn. And you know what? I don't even want to do that because I'm gonna have to sit in the queue again. So I think what it's gonna end up doing is it's gonna end up blue screening me anyway. So I don't know. I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all just sat through me just rambling and yapping, but I'm pretty sure this. I'm gonna have to restart the app. I really don't feel like sitting through the queue again, so I'm just gonna end the stream here. I just wanted to give anybody who was listening an update on what was going on, where I'm going with my career or my life and all that. And again, everything that I put on this channel is really just for me to archive it, for me to look back on. So if I offend anybody, you can go fuck yourself. Sorry, put it like that. And I know I got kids looking, listening and looking on the channel. But again, this content really isn't for anybody but myself. So Just put it like that. So wish y'all the best. God bless and peace and blessings, man.